Let's begin.
If you watch Pop the Balloon regularly, there's a specific feeling that you get about 15 minutes into every episode. And it's not necessarily frustration, secondhand embarrassment, it's more like recognition. Like, oh, I've seen this before. I've met this person. I might have been that person. And then you read the top comment and it says, "Is that time of the week when we find out why so many people are single?" And it immediately clicks. This is why so many black people are single. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Pop the Balloon is essentially a dating reality TV show here on YouTube, hosted by Arlette and BM. And it strips away everything that traditional, polished reality TV shows tend to hide behind.
So we're gonna be bringing out some single ladies one by one. When she comes around this corner, if you like what you see, she's saying all the right things. Do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything that you're just really not feeling, you can't see yourself dating her, whatever it may be, go ahead and pop your balloon, and I'll go over to each of you and see why you ended up popping.
And remember, it's nothing like your typical dating show. It's not like
No, I want to just add this shit. When it comes to public balloon, it's one of the to me, I find one of the weirdest shit ever. Like because people pop their balloon for some absurd reason. It doesn't make sense to me. Because to me, you are here to find love. I've always no, I watch it. I watched one of the episode before, but I always find the concept of it is intriguing. It is funny at the same time. How are you here to find love and at the same time you have you have a lot of what and you have a lot of what nonsense answers. So today let's see how Doreen is going to what let's see how this what how this problem is exposing the disaster in black dating, as I said.
your Love is Blinds and your Love Islands. It's really raw and unfiltered. And because of this, it's uniquely revealing. Those first 10 seconds of them walking in are oftentimes the toughest to watch. And it's really because it exposes how people behave when attraction is the only variable at play. If the bachelor or bachelorette walks out and the lineup isn't necessarily intrigued enough, the set transforms into a drive by shooting.
We are not a traditional cafe. We're completely unconventional, and my Wix website really has to capture the same magic.
Hello. What's your name? What's your name?
Like dude, this what just for instance. This what just happened. Someone just walked in. In the first instance, you are popping the balloon. You know your first impressions are important, but sometimes people you are here to find love. You know you are here to find someone what you want to be with, someone what you are trying to build with. You are on a dating show, and your first instance is what you are seeing. You need to understand. Just because someone have not presented their best to you at the moment, does not mean that some of you have to go out your way to pop the balloon because this is very demeaning. She have said nothing. You just look at her. You're popping the balloon. Some of you are doing it out of spite. Some of you are doing it because you're just feeling what you feel men are doing. But the whole point is that you're on a dating show. Eh, I believe that most of you have gone for your type, you have gone for your preference, and it has never worked out. That is why you're on this dating show. You are here to try to find someone because when you're outside, those you have found doing nothing. So when you are here, try to give people a benefit of the doubt. We're not saying it's what accept anybody, but I'm trying to speak it this way. She have come in, she have said nothing. Just out of what her appearance, whether it's her appearance, the way she look or the way she dress, or just popping the balloon. This is very demeaning. This is very embarrassing. And sometimes this thing can make us act in some way. And as I'm watching this show, and I've watched some clips here and there, I'm beginning to see that some people are just here for attention or are just play games. Because tell me, why are you popping the balloon? Like, for what reason? You are here to date. You are here to look for someone new. And you're here to meet people. When I say what you don't have preference or what, but come on, she have said nothing. What is the reason? Because beauty will fade. Beauty will fade. Beauty is not something that's going to last forever. I want to let's make this thing clear. It will never last forever. The beauty will fade. So you need to give you need to give people the benefit of the doubt and what see what they have to say first before you ask them questions before you pop anything. Come on.
It literally starts to sound like the 4th of July. Mind you, the person didn't even get to say their name yet. And every
Damn.
time that happens, it makes it so hard to unsee the theme of superficiality in the current dating scene. This is also where we can observe types and standards being confused, because those two things are completely different. A type refers to superficial preference.
No, no, no. Before we go, let me talk about this type because we all have our type here. We all have type and preference. But here's something that I have seen. I have seen whether it's in the black community or whatever. We all first of all, you being on this dating show, I've said it right now. That means your type you used to date. You are the type of woman you are attracted to. Whoever you have, whatever you have conceived in your fucking brain, it has not been working. Whether you're type of man or a woman, that's it has not worked for you. That is why you have come here. You see, what have type? But purpose type is what? My type is what 6 feet. Most of it to say you need to be 6 feet. You need to be tall. You need to have this. You need to have 6 figures. Some as I said, superficial preference. It doesn't make sense. At the same time, what is my type? My type is what a lady that look intimidating. That if you look at it, god damn, you are scared to approach it. That is my type. And what's my preference? You see now, we have preference, but this one thing I have seen most when it comes to the black community, when men have preference, it's an issue. You know, that's all about. But when ladies have preference, it's all right. Like you have seen it when going to the dating scene in the sense that, but when I even talk of preference, you know that when you see black men, or just an experience what when you see black men dating what maybe I think black men say I like light skin. You see them complaining, but the fact is that whether it have to do with your type, your preference, at the end of the day, those things have not worked out for you. So you are here. So why don't you try something new? Try to explore.
Differences, such as physical appearance, job title, or hobbies that often drive initial chemistry but do not guarantee long term compatibility. And off rip, that's an issue because a lot of the people who come onto the show, they're clearly looking through a lens of what's my type. But that feels like self sabotage because if you felt compelled enough to come onto a dating show, more likely than not, the typical type that you go for hasn't been working out. So there'd be value in maybe taking the angle where you're looking for someone who matches your standards and values. You know, maybe try something new. And the superficial popping has become such an issue. It's been noticeable how Arlette presses people way harder now whenever they pop, and you can just tell that it's for something nonsensical.
I don't like the way he's dressed.
Like,
I don't like how he's dressed either.
So what's wrong with his fit?
I don't like the watch. I would say is more the accessories than the fit.
Connection should be about
no, now you see all this thing. Why are you here? Because I've said it. Some people are on this dating show. That's for attention. Oh, this is to try to what clown people. Like, why are you here? No, and the way you are standing, I feel like you look scared. You are scared to talk to them. Like, I don't like the way he dressed. I don't like the way the accessories. You guys don't understand. Clothes can be changed. Clothes can be changed. Just because this moment someone is not what it's not meeting your standards of what dressing. This is not about clown people. You are here to look for to meet someone, and your first step is how they dress. As the guy is about to say, as the guy is saying what it's about someone that you know, someone that share your values, not about the way they dress. They shape it can be changed. Ah, some of these ideas doesn't make sense to me. Never does. Like, are you here for attention or what? For a clip?
skin deep. Like should be deeper than just what we wear. Because we can change our clothes.
Yeah, I agree. I just didn't want to emasculate men. That's not something that I'm. So
The variety of stupid cop out
Emasculate man.
reasons that a lot of these contestants give when they don't want to just be honest and really disclose the reason why they popped on someone.
If you don't like him, say you don't like somebody. Like, how grown up are you? Like today, there's some of you are grown as fuck, and you are scared to tell someone that you don't like them because of what? Tell them the reason why. Why do you pop the balloon? You're not my preference. You're not my preference. You're not my type. I don't feel the connection. You say it. Why I don't like the way you dress. When someone start on this dating show telling me I don't like the way you dress. I don't like he's too tall. He's too short. To me, you're a stupid person to my sense. I would say the way again, like it doesn't make sense to me because you have been out there, you have tried them, it's not working. You are doing nonsense ideas like wow.
It's beyond me. Oh, I don't like their shoes. I don't like their watch. I don't like when men are shorter than me. But then the man is way taller than the girl. Like, and I'm not making these up. These have actually happened more than once.
Wait, gender popping your balloon.
I'm taller than you.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Let's see. You are not taller than him. Not even close. No. You're
With
way
high
shorter.
heels on, you are still short.
Still.
That's all.
Still, yeah, it's not about you trying to what. No, nobody is saying people's what. Take it to what to just take anybody you don't like. If you pop it, give a reason. Most of you, I feel like you are this like you are shallow. You have nothing to you have nothing to say. Most of you, I bet those coming on here, you guys are here for attention. That's what I'm feeling for. Most of you are here for the attention. You yes of the attention or you're here to promote yourself or I don't know what to come to promote. Whether you're here to do a clip, I don't know whether you're a streamer or what, but it just goes to show you that like some of this reason doesn't make sense. He's taller than you and you said, okay, wow, they asked you a question, why did you pop the balloon? No comment, but the first thing I see that he's short. Like, can you change his height? And you are the short one here. If the guy begins to say you are fat, your face is not my it's not my spec. You still need to will start complaining. You start chipping in. Come on, this double standard doesn't work. I mean, when it comes to height, it can never be changed. When it comes to weight, it can be changed. But most people didn't say it. But because we put too many of what not apologies because what we feel for them. Feel for who? Use your words. Use your fucking words. Say it. Come on.
But in summary, the bigger issue that instances like this in the show highlight in the black dating scene, it doesn't show any self-awareness. It's just really hard to see the point in flying to a different state just to seek out their typical types. If it hasn't worked out in your everyday life, maybe the show is the opportunity to do something different. Speaking of types and preferences, the ones that we see on the show shine a very bright light on a historical issue within the community, and that issue is colorism. I don't know if this may be a hot take or not, but by now in 2026, we should all know by now that colorism can affect any black person of any shade or tone. So, as typically and historically known, darker skinned folks tend to be viewed as less favorable, not as attractive, etc. And when it comes to lighter skinned folks, what I tend to see is them being told that they're not black enough. The traditional definition of colorism tends to describe the discrimination only going towards people of darker skin tones. And when it comes to both of these spectrums of colorism, they're both frequently seen in Pop the Balloon. And hey, you don't have to agree with me. I may not convince you, but these next two clips just might change your opinion.
Is he someone that's your type?
I don't like light skinned men, however, you are very attractive.
Like you see this shit. You see this shit. You see what she says? She doesn't like no light skin man, but he's very attractive. You see this? You see this one? Like, you see how the guy said it's cool. You see, most men respect ladies that preference, and it's okay. And I still find the notion that people find that light skin niggas, people find that light skin men are say some will say that they're too soft, and people will say black skin guys are too hard, whatever. Yo, each and everyone has his preference. Like, but the fact is that when it comes to black, when it comes to dating scene, the black culture and the scene that when a black man has preference, he's beginning to have a problem. They begin to have a problem with this shit. Like right now, this lady said she doesn't like light skinned people, and it's agreed. But when the brother begin to say, "I don't like black ladies. I like light skin," they'll begin to say, "You hate your mama." You hate your mother. You hate this. Like I always find that double standard very like I find it very upsetting. Like doesn't like I find it stupid. To me, we are all grown up people. We're all human beings. Just because we have the same car doesn't mean people have to like it. People have preference. People have what? People have things they like. If someone likes someone for different reasons, how does that matter to you? I always find that mostly it's always black men who always complain shit. When you find black men dating out of their race, when you find black men dating what? if a black man say, I prefer light skinned people, like they always complaining. As if they have turned their backs to you people. But when the ladies when the black women are dating people out of that dating what? Whether they're dating light skin, white skin men doesn't complain. That doesn't make sense. And I'll come back to my point. Why does the choice of what? Of a man having a preference matter? Like like I feel like when it comes to dating in the black community, I feel like the black man, you want everything to be centered around you. I would say it's impossible. People will have that preference. People will have what they want. If someone choose that he want to date light skinned woman, the first thing that you hate your mama. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And it never makes sense to me. Like, I don't understand this. Like, come on, what do you mean?
If it's light, it ain't right.
And
Get more done with Gemini, your everyday AI assistant. Handle work with
That's
But you're
what is pissing me right now when she say if it's light, it ain't right. Like, what do you mean? If a black man begin to say it is black, it is black, it is black, it is bad. What you guys should start chewing this guy up. Like, you have a preference, sit and go. What's all this stupid music? Like, you have to make fun of it. Come on.
Oh, okay. Let's go down over there. All right, your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
My name's Anita. I'm 37. I don't think there's like an attraction between us.
Okay.
No, she's
Why?
someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's my type. Definitely, I like her skin tone.
Oh,
I like.
You see, from my interaction, I believe that she thinks that because the nigga is light skin, and from the lineup, she's doing what? She's doing the dark skin lady here. She think the guy will not like her. The guy prefers will be the other light skin. You see, sometimes I believe that most people are scared because yeah, first of all, she's scared of rejection. She's scared that the guy will what pop the balloon, so should I do it herself? And this stems to the fact that in the community, people sometimes they see black as if it's like in the black community as Doris said, they see black as if they're less attractive. I said till this day, you need to love your color. You need to know. You need to love who you are. Like like this because and I'm always baffled. I'm baffled with this kind of interaction. Like people those that don't like me because I am more dark skinned because of that. Yo, sister, why do you disqualify yourself? Why? Because he's not going to like me though because I'm more dark. What do you mean? You see, most of you are some of you are scared. You are so fucking scared. You are so scared that so scared you demean yourself. Come on, let's hear what
Like
you're gonna say.
dark skinned woman. She's beautiful. You know what I mean? And I
I
like the
didn't
fact that you got braids.
Oh, I'm shocked, and I didn't think you were attracted.
Why are
You
you
are
shocked?
shocked.
I don't know. I didn't think I was his type.
I should think that, but
Why?
Yeah, nah, you very beautiful. I like your skin tone again. And yeah,
Something I think is worth mentioning, specifically when it comes to the clip of the darker skinned woman, a lot of the comments assessed that moment as insecurity on her end, but simply ruling that out as insecurity feels very dismissive to the nuance that the moment deserves. Black women in general, we've all experienced that backhanded compliment of, oh my God, you're so pretty for a black girl. And even besides that, within the community, dark skinned women aren't shown as much love as they're shown in the comments. And let's really talk about it. Because in the comments, it's almost like we've imagined colorism. At the end of the day, colorism is a form of internalized anti-blackness that was imposed externally and maintained internally. The prominence of colorism on the show really shows the effect of the historical oppression from things like the brown paper bag test and the fine-tooth comb test. Since we mentioned the fine-tooth comb test, let's talk about hair, because hair is such a recurring topic on the show. As discussed in a previous video, black hair is not a neutral topic. It's a very sensitive matter to many of us for many different reasons, but the laundry list of constructed biases towards the hair that grows out of our scalp has marginalized us and continues to marginalize us. I mean,
Yo,
there is
who?
a reason why the Crown Act exists. Black people have been told that their locks aren't professional, and then there's those instances where box braids are looked at as ghetto, but then they're cool when they're on the cover of Vogue magazine. seen. But that's a different conversation for a different time. Just like with colorism, a lot of people in our community have internalized the whole rhetoric surrounding black natural hair. Pop the Balloon is just really showing how we still have work to do as a community. We need to deconstruct these internalized biases because it gets to a point where it's almost laughable to think about how someone could walk onto the set of Pop the Balloon and the love of their life could be in that lineup. Their soulmate could be standing in that same room and they reject them and pop their balloon just because they decided to wear their TWA instead of a 30-inch bust down that day. Or because a man decided to wear his locks down instead of having them up in a bun like he has to when he goes to work. Now, if you are a regular viewer of Pop the Balloon, breathe. Yes, we are going to talk about height because it is one of the main, if not one of the most annoying, regular reasons why people pop. And I don't know if it'll ever make sense.
And now, is he someone that's your type?
Go ahead,
Not
say
really.
it. Okay.
Not really.
Why not?
I like someone who's a little taller.
Why'd you end up popping?
Like you see me. First of all, even put this thing clear. I came from the continent of Africa to the Western world. So sometimes most of your culture shock to me it may vary. You see, yes, the tall and shit, there's something I can understand. But you see, at this instance, like why are most of you are based? You say you're short, but sister, you are in high heels. To me, I always find this thing concerning you. Most of you ladies, you are short as it is, but when you put on high heels, you are taller than your man. You are complaining that he's tall, and when you ask a lady that, of course, I need my man to be tall, taller than me. Even if I'm in high heels, it doesn't make sense. You are here you claim you're coming to find you're coming to find love. You're coming to find whether your soulmate. You are here sitting with what? Nonsense reason. You see, I always find that like as grown as adults, a- as after you have came to this age, you are scared to voice out your opinion. I, I don't like you. I feel I can say it, but like things like you are short, you're not tall enough. This that doesn't make sense. And the reason why I'm not touching on the hair, it is coming. There's a clear play that will play that will make me talk of this here. But the nuance of this thing is that you are here to find. Give let the opportunity ride it. Nobody is saying you should go out with any buffoon. No, 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 no. We are here what you should try to be open minded. Yes, come on.
And his.
The height.
Huh?
Never mind.
It would just be for height.
When you're also short,
Respect.
Now, Arlette and BM, y'all knew what you were doing when you put that short man in the middle of the lineup. Y'all ain't have to do him like that. I'm not here to police anyone's preferences. But if there's one thing that I will do, it's gonna be pointing out a double standard. The discourse surrounding height on the show reveals a double standard where women see no issue when it comes to popping the balloon of a man who is not necessarily the tallest or doesn't meet their height preference. But as soon as a man pops on a woman because his preference is just longer hair, all hell breaks loose.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Not so much. I'll say more so like the hair. More so attracted to longer hair. Yeah.
Lucidchart makes intelligent diagramming easy and helps your best ideas become real.
Fair enough. And Sandy, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I ended up popping it because that comment about hair, I know your mama got short hair too. She's black. At the end of the day, black women, we
nah. See, this is why it's always getting me pissed off. This kind of shit. This is always what pissing me off. First of all, a man can have preference, right? When you see this can have preference, whether how tall he is, whether it's how the money he's making, you have unrealistic preference. When this guy said he's attracted to woman with a long hair, this them popping their value as if it's an offense. And what was pissed me off is that to begin with this shit, I know your mama have short hair. So fucking what? What have my mom have to do with this shit? No, what have this guy's mom have to do with this shit? Like, what do you mean? You call your hair, isn't it wrong? So a man can have a preference. It's more like you guys, you see men as if men are supposed to accommodate and accept you. You can have a preference. Oh. Man said the hair, it is not the hair, he like long hair. Just because he prefer long hair doesn't mean that he's going to what? Be insistent on his girlfriend or His partner to have long hair every time, and you're finding it offensive. Like, what do you mean? And this always continues because you have seen it. You have seen it. Well, you have seen it in this dating scene. When a black man is dating someone of a different race, they begin. You hate your mom. Like, how does the person have to do with this shit? And you will start with that sentence. When a black lady is dating a white woman, nobody's complaining. When a black lady is dated out of their race, nobody's complaining. But when the black man began to do it, when your brother began to do it, you have problem with it. He hate us. They hate them like what? To this day, my question: How how do you want a black man to accommodate to people? Like what do you mean? To me, the fact that most of you are really scared to say this guy say he like what? Like long hair. It's a preference to him. So that's because he like long hair. You simple. What will you say? You have proper Bible, but yes, it's about to give us history. What do you mean history? Let me see this shit.
You don't know what to expect with our hair. We could wear it straight, we could wear it curly, and that was just like too much for me. So I don't
What?
got
What? Of course you can wear it straight. You can wear it curly. What? What is a preference? But preference is what someone's attracted to. Someone feel like. But that doesn't mean that's because I prefer. That's because he prefer long hair. That doesn't mean that he's going to. But he's going to hammer on his giving wear long hair every day. What? It's a preference. But the fact that you are taking it as if it's woke up. This hair issue. You have short hair. You have fucking short hair. Black ladies have short hair because our hair is snappy. Black boys, our hair is snappy. It takes a long time to grow. And for it to grow taller, as you do cool, well, what I say, you have to keep it. You have to look after it. Even this hair go long. I've seen a lady that's have because this one, this is natural. This is natural. It is going. If water gets in it, it will come back. So what's the point? It's about think of and at the end of the day, each and everyone have our preference. Most when it comes to this shit, I'm always preserving a sense that because like when black men have preference, I can say it's an issue. But when ladies have preference, it's normal. Like let's go with this double standard thing, like this double standard issue. May I will say it over and over again. To hell with all this shit. Fucking hell, bro. If you have a preference, say it. Let them complain. You see, it is not your responsibility to cuddle nobody. Like who are you people? Like I'll say again, who are you people? See, the notion about society in general trying so hard to cuddle women is too much. Society in general is cuddle women, first of all. Then coming to the black community, you want a black man to cuddle you people. Like what do you mean? Ah, you want to sniff their life out? Like, you want to shut down their life? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Ah,
time for it. If you don't know, if you can't grow up from your roots, then you can't grow up with me. So that's how I feel. Go ahead.
I mean, my mom's actually on my necklace. She doesn't have short hair for one.
It doesn't matter.
But
It's about who you are as a brother. Don't talk to black women up here about hair.
like what the fuck? I love why Nick said my mom is have short hair. The man have long hair. Like what do you mean? Like don't talk about hair. Like to me to this day, what the fuck is with this hair? Black ladies wear wig. I don't complain. You wear what you want to do is beautiful. But when they begin to talk about hair, and I say, "I'm offended," what are you offended about? Every little thing you put, it's an offense, a fucking offense. Fucking grow up. Grow up. The world doesn't revolve around you people. It's never revolve around you. And black men doesn't revolve around you people. Like everyone, nobody's complaining, but you are speaking up. And the funny thing is that your hair. Oh, this hair issue to me now. It's so something funny to me. It's fucking hair, bro. You see, I will say it over again. Things are very simple in life. It's just individuals. They just like to make things what make this complex. Like it's very simple. It's very simple. Can't nigga have preference? Like
That's just it. You need to really check on your ends before you talk about long or short hair because a lot of girls with long hair be having no hair just because it's long is thin. So
uh-huh.
yeah, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay.
And you have to spend the true job of people. Like what are you trying to prove here? Tell me, what is your whole point? So your whole point is that he must not have a preference. That is it. It's about accommodating. To me, I will say this thing, it is you black men in America That like you Western world, you are so accumulating, you are so fucking accumulating in this shit. Like you see, it is because most of the time you guys are cuddling them up over and over again. Me, for example, I did what I like. It's still from black. It was I came from continent of Africa. I have dated a lot of black women. I have seen them. It's more competitive with black people. So it's not something that has moved me. So if and whoever I did, and the fact that in Africa, from where I'm from, the country I'm from, yeah, yeah, from Ghana, from where I'm from, you can find fair people. We don't call them light skin, but it's light skin, or we say fair. Whatever, it doesn't move anybody. Who they are dating this one, nobody's complaining. But here, when they're dating what light skin is someone who is half black and half of a different race, you're complaining. You don't like the sisters. Like some of you complain. Like why? You're liking them because of their color. Can't somebody have preference? The fuck?
Sounds triggered.
There's an imbalance there. But it's not even just height, it's financial status. Sometimes it's body count, other times it's a sense of style. All of these things
Say it
have
again.
caused us to put love to the side and bring senseless arguments to the forefront. Now, let's talk about how the impact of social media is seen throughout the show. Because the way that alpha male ideologies have infiltrated every single corner of the internet, it feels
Oh,
like it's
my,
only
say it again.
inevitable that it would find its way onto the show on multiple occasions.
He already had something to say before we even got to him. So
I pop my balloon just because you're simply too young. But it's less about being a red flag and more about being a liability.
I get it.
If I were to bring you into my life, you would be a liability. You can't add anything to my life.
Right.
You would be a liability to everything in my
So
life.
what can I not add to your life? What is that?
You can't teach me anything. You can't
You see,
help me with my finances in any way.
you see, now this is one thing I hate about this whole shit. Why did you pop the balloon? The whole point is that, for what I said, she's too young for you. Now you go on to spread all this bullshit. See, people like to what? People like to measure wisdom with age, but that is wrong. Someone can be what 35 years or 40 and they're stupid as fuck. You see, your experience shape who you are. You see, if you have a preference, look at me, a preference is look at me, you there, look at me. Look at me. It's yes, you can go preference. You can go with your preference. You said she's what? She's immature. She's young. Simple. Say it and move on. What is all this bullshit? They can add value to your life. She's a liability. How the fuck do you say liability? This thing goes to it goes both ways to me. I don't like you. I don't like you. Move on. Like you are here spewing all this nonsense. Of course, you need someone to help you with your finances and things. But at this moment, to me, like what is the whole point of this shit? Like I don't like you. Why am I mentioning all these things to you? Like are you just trying are you just trying to what? Are you just trying to brag about what you have? That's what I'm feeling right now. And people may say he's right because he's for somewhat at the same level or whatever. But to me, if I don't like you, I don't like you. He- his whole premise is that she's too young. If she was older, he would have kept his balloon. That's what you're trying to tell me. You can have a preference. Don't look for reasons to back a preference. I don't like you. Why? I don't fucking like you. Simple. You're not my type. And that's it. I like long hair. Simple. I don't care about whatever historical fuck on the team. I like long hair. Let's move on. Just keep it to yourself. Deal with your shit. I know it. I know, but I like longer. It's simple. Go with it. Like what do you mean? And you said time to prove some
You
shit.
can't add any intellectual anything into my life. I can
You
tell
see,
that
you see this intellectual said that. You see, you see, you can mention finance, you can mention this, but this intellectual thing I saying, bro, intellect doesn't come by age, it's not by age, bro. But as you grow older, you experience a lot of stuff, but that doesn't mean just because of experience a lot of things as you go doesn't mean they're meaningful. I want to make this clear. It doesn't mean that you just automatically wise. Please, let's not get this misconstrued. That's because you're getting older does not mean that you're about to become smarter. We're gonna become wise, please. You can grow old and you still be stupid. I want to make this thing clear. An old person can still be stupid, please. Yes, please, yes. Listen to it.
You're triggered, and that's okay.
I'm not triggered, sweetheart. You are very handsome.
We can
but,
work. We can work through this
but
together.
You
Please
said I
put your
can't
hands
bring
down.
you any.
Your immaturity will prevent you from being with a real man. If we were to get together, you would be asking me questions like, Dr. Elam, what did you do to acquire everything that you acquired?
And this real man says the real man is what's pissing me off. You see, I will say this over and over again. Each and everyone have their perspective of a man to them. Whatever your perspective of a man to you is up to you. Like this whole projection as a real man. Come on, I don't have time for this nonsense, bro.
What did you do to learn everything that you learned? What type of habits and skills do you have that can help me get to where I want to get? You have 2 Airbnb properties. How can we get to 4? How can we get to 8?
I already know how to do that. My dad. That's how I got it.
Next contestant, please.
Please. Okay.
The men who tend to subscribe to these alpha male ideologies, they tend to frame relationships as the man has the determining final say as to whether a woman is worthy of him. And when said ideology gets challenged, the women then get classified as loud, argumentative, immature, and even sometimes masculine. This subscription has diluted these men into viewing love as a competition and makes them view women as products or pets to be evaluated rather than a person to be known. And when men like this appear on Pop the Balloon, they make it undeniably clear that they are their own obstacle in their love lives. These social media manufactured standards are keeping people single because they've empowered people to analyze potential partners with online performance in mind.
You see, the whole point of this is that, as you are saying, Doreen Diary, like social media have spoiled a lot of stuff. Social media have what hinder a lot of relationship. Because I will say it over again, it is your responsibility as a human being, as an individual, to learn what you are consuming, to learn to let whatever whatever sort of stuff influence you. Because people will come there, they will say a lot of stuff. You see this high value men is fair shit. See, people will say a lot of stuff about it. You come to the ladies' part where people are trying to delude women. Excuse me. They are trying to delude men into believing that you need to manifest things. You are the prize. Men are the prize. You are the prize. All you see that this bullshit to me. You see, the whole thing is that don't allow yourself to be walked over by whoever it is, because social media is time to us. The social media have been spreading false narrative. Folks have been spreading false narrative through social media, through all this platform, and people are just consuming it because they don't want to think. They don't want to put in the work on themselves, and that's affecting people in the long run. And after some while, after they're getting old and single, they'll ask the question, why am I alone? Why am I not finding nobody? But the architect of their downfall is themselves and what they've consumed and what they've allowed to influence them. I will say it over and over again. It's you. You have the right. It is your responsibility to what? To make sure that you get the best things for you in life. And if you can't get it, work for it. Don't wait for nobody. Don't wait for nobody what thinking that nobody's come to help you. Nobody's going to help you, bruv.
So in return, they show difficulty with receiving feedback or accepting rejection because in their mind, the whole scenario was pre-planned for them by social media. And social media would never steer you the wrong way, right? One of the simplest and best comments I've ever seen under an episode was, some of these folks have been single since y'all started this show. And that is just such a
Say it
valid
again.
observation. There are people who have returned onto the show so many times. I know their name before they even introduce themselves. I'm familiar with you. At this point, I know you. Like, sir, we've played these games before. We know this.
You see, the whole point is that when it comes to pop the balloon, to me, people are there for two categories. While people who genuinely want to meet people, we have the second category who are there just for clout, just for attention. And no one in the third category is there. That they say what? Just to keep popping the balloon. Just to say No, this is nonsense. Believing that saying shit. People who are there, they're not ready. They're not ready to grow up to ask you why have you popped the balloon? He's too short. He's light skinned. No, he's too short. He's too tall. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, over and over again. But what I want to say to you, with pop the balloon, you guys, you have to be strong with this shit. First of all, may I believe that with this pop the balloon, there has to be a rule. There has to be a first rule. A rule stating that when the person walking, you have no right to pop the balloon. It's after you have spoken to him, after you have spoken to all of you, then you can pop the balloon. Because I believe, well, if we're just going by what I see, people won't find love. As you say, there are a lot of contestants that every fucking episode you're finding them in there. Like, bro, are you the only one looking for love? Like, what do you mean? I just about because some people in that show that is that NPCs to me will right now they're fucking NPCs. They're just standing there, just popping balloon, just going with the fucking flow. But once again, this is your boy, I'm speaking to you. Let me see you in the comment section. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.